What a beautiful, beautiful morning here at Idobi Radio Station. It is coming down so hard. I guess when people are listening to this, it's not going to be raining.
It won't.
It won't be, but it's coming down hard. And you can't even hear a single drop in the studio, guys. This is amazing. Michael, how you doing, man? You doing good?
I'm good, man.
Yeah? Yeah, you look good.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, looking real good. Too good. Peyton is 4 months in to living in Los Angeles, and he's still alive.
Right.
Yep. He hasn't been mugged or murdered, so he's doing well.
So far, so good.
Yep. Guys, thanks for tuning into the show. We're here every Thursday at 3 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Eastern Time. And our guests today are BRETT DAVERN and Katie Leclerc from the BRETT DAVERN Show, featuring Katie Leclerc here Monday through Friday on Idobi Radio at 7 a.m. Pacific Time, 10 a.m. Eastern. I love them both very dearly. We've all put in a lot of hours into building this new studio, and you don't know how happy it makes me knowing that I can't hear the rain outside. It's actually kind of incredible because it was raining sideways. That's how bad the wind was, and the cars driving by. And if you listen to our past episodes, you can tell there were some sound issues because there wasn't a soundproof room yet. But now, we soundproof. Wesam's world is soundproof. That's the way we do it. The episode with Brett and Katie today went on a wonderful adventure, you know? It was truthful. It was loving. There was some anger involved. I know I got angry with Brett at least 20 times. Am I going to block him on all my social media accounts? Yes. Am I going to block him from calling me? Yes. Am I going to report him to the North Hollywood Police Department? Probably, for harassment. And that's just the kind of person I am, I learned. I'm just kidding. What else is going on with everybody here today? It's a weird morning. I don't know what's going on. It's a very weird morning. I'm blaming it on the rain. Are we in Mercury retrograde or no? Yes? No. That stuff is done. I kind of believe in that stuff, but not really. I mean, what are you going to do about it, right?
Nothing.
If a constellation is outputting bad energy into your life, what you going to do about it, Peyton? Nothing. Yeah, nothing. Ladies and gentlemen, really excited to have Brett and Katie on the show this morning. And a reminder to you that the show continues on past the hour mark here on Idobi. Tomorrow morning, you could download the full episode on iTunes or watch it on YouTube or listen to it on Spotify. So make sure you subscribe to us on YouTube and iTunes so you can get all those latest updates. You can't subscribe on iTunes, but I think you can follow, or excuse me, on Spotify, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a weird thing, but check us out on Spotify if you don't have Apple Podcasts. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up for the wonderful BRETT DAVERN and the wonderful Katie Leclerc. Oh, I thought you said it's your first Wesam.
Nope.
I can't hear anything when these mics aren't on. What?
We are off to a rockin' start.
Dude, not great.
You want to take it again?
No.
Just have him hit the theme song again.
No.
Just do it.
It's not your show. No.
All right.
Yeah.
Fine.
I like starting with, no, it's not your show.
Guys, I really like you. But I don't know. I got the vibe before the show started.
Hold on. Anytime someone
like,
said, I really like you, but it's not good.
No.
It's not going to be good after that.
No. I feel weird starting today's show.
Have him hit the theme song again.
Because it wasn't a smooth start.
Just have him start
I
over.
threw
Pretend
you
like
off.
it never happened.
No, it's not you. It's everything.
What?
I'm sad, guys.
Oh, my God. For the love of God, hit the theme song again. Let's do it over.
No, this is the way it starts, and we can only go up from here.
I went to see David Letterman when I lived in New York City.
Okay?
And I lived there for 4 years and went to college there. Mm-hmm. And that was that's one of the things to do. It's like, oh, let's go see Letterman. That's fun, and it's free tickets, and we're poor college students, so why not? And so we went to see Letterman. You had to call up, you get tickets like 6 weeks out, and then we went to see the show. And I it was the first like TV show I've ever seen filmed live like that, and he does it live to tape. So they take a break for the commercial breaks for exactly how long the commercial breaks are, the whole thing, but it's in the middle of the afternoon. It's not at 11 something at night. It's like at 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yeah.
Anyway, the point is that he comes out to do the monologue. You know, they go, and now David Letterman, and he comes out and he starts the monologue like, wow, it's hot in New York City, boy, oh boy. And like, he was getting laughs, but like you could tell the energy was a little bit down. And he stops and he goes, you know what? We're going to start this over. And he just spun on his heels, walked behind the thing. There was like a beat, like beat, and then theme song hit again. And then David Letterman. And he comes out and did it. Again, the exact same jokes, but for some reason, everything was a lot funnier. It was really interesting to watch.
I saw Kanye West do the same thing.
Really?
Mm-hmm. The Hollywood Bowl.
What happened?
He came out and there's a full orchestra and like it was a whole big production and whatever. And he got up to, I don't remember what it was 808 and the Heartbreak album. So it was the first song of that album. And he got to a certain point and was like, nope. He started waving his hands in the air and he's like, we're starting again. And everybody in the Hollywood Bowl erupted because they didn't know how crazy he was at this point.
Wait, erupted in like...
They were happy.
Oh, they were excited
like, yeah.
about that.
And then he went back and did the whole intro again, the lighting cues, blah, 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 blah. One beat after the moment that he stopped it, there was a firework thing that happened. So he knew enough to know, like, at this point in the song, there's going to be fireworks. So if I'm going to restart it, I have to do it before this point.
Oh, okay. Well, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you ever done that in an audition?
No.
What, started over or brought fireworks with me?
Start over.
Brett, you are the fireworks.
That was a very nice compliment.
Wow. That was nice.
That was a very nice compliment.
That was very nice. That was much better than an I like you but.
I can't wait till we start arguing about something on the show.
Should I turn my phone off?
Please.
Okay.
You know what it is? You know what? While you were talking, Katie, there is this torrential downpour that is happening behind you.
Yeah.
And it made me actually a little happy, not just because you were talking, but because I can't hear the torrential downpour.
That's right.
Because we put up these freaking heavy windows
Yep.
a few days ago, right?
Mm-hmm.
That are kind of... They're kind of freaking me out a bit because they're so clear
Yeah.
that you can't see them. I mean, you can see the rain hitting the outermost window, which is this glass window that they built when they built the building. But this inner one that you're talking about, Wesam, like it's so clear from where I'm sitting that it looks like it's not there.
Can I tell you how
It's
you
kinda
can?
freaky.
Can I tell you how you can ground yourself for now and always, and know that that window is there? Because there's a little piece of blue painter's tape in the middle of the
that
middle
got caught
window.
in between.
Yeah.
So if you ever think that they're not there, just look for the blue painter's tape. And
Yeah.
I'm considering it good luck. I'm changing that in my mind to
No,
a
I
good
like
luck
it,
thing.
yeah.
Because if I don't do that, it'll drive me crazy.
Teach me the ways.
I can't.
Are we doing the show right now? Is this the show?
This is it.
Oh, okay.
It's a Saturday morning, rainy morning start.
It is.
But I want it to be like that because that's where I'm truthfully at right now.
Wait, are you sad because of the rain?
No. It just it was weird. I don't know. This morning was off to a rocky start before I got here. I don't know why. I had a great Instagram live session with my fans. Why are you laughing?
Go ahead. Keep
Why are you
going.
laughing?
Nah, just,
I don't know. It's off to a rocky start.
oh, man. I had a great Instagram live session.
Yeah, it was great. There was a guy on there, and it made me laugh so hard, and I'm going to bring it up again. His name is Davion Sanchez, but the way he spells it, I read it Davon Sanchez.
That is funny.
Davon Sanchez. I was like, that is a committed couple. I thought they shared the Instagram.
They're
account.
announcing who's on top and who's on bottom
Davon Sanchez.
just by his handle.
Oh, this is so weird right now.
Are you sure you don't want to hit the theme song again
I'm sure.
and start over?
Nah,
Okay.
this is where it's at.
All right.
There's been gold already.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. Yeah,
We could just
I
pretend
don't
like
know.
all this
I don't know.
gold hasn't
I don't know.
happened.
Not really. I don't know.
maybe. What have you guys been up to? You guys haven't been in the studio for the week, but you kind of have been.
Do you want to tell the people who we are or not? Do
they
they know
should
who we
know.
are by now?
Do you guys want to? You've been on the show before.
No, all right. Hey, it's your show. I'm just like I feel weird sitting like All right, fine, whatever, fine. Fuck it.
Ladies and gentlemen, Brett
No,
Davern.
who cares? Who gives a shit?
Brett Davern, you and Katie host the Brett Davern Show featuring Katie Leclerc, and my chair just broke.
Yeah, your chair totally just... Who built these chairs?
Also, mine doesn't have a
I did.
disc.
What?
So I'm a child.
It's on the bottom.
Are you sure you don't want to hit the theme song again? You're positive? You're going to stick with this?
I have to at this point. We're what? How many minutes in now? 20?
I know, but we could just hit it and pretend like the rest didn't happen. We could virtually start over.
Brett, it's not your show. It's okay.
All right, I'm just...
This is...
Whatever.
Brett is not happy with the show.
We're 7 minutes in.
7 minutes in?
Jesus.
Almost 8.
It feels like an hour and a half.
I'm actually considering it now.
No.
My goal today was to come in and be the most difficult guest you've ever had. That was my goal.
Well,
How am I doing?
You've done it
Already?
already.
Only 7 minutes in?
7 minutes in.
Oh, all right. Well, I'm going home.
Am
then.
I the only one with a weird vibe? I feel
don't
weird.
feel weird.
I think
at all.
you're
I'm getting
honestly. I
sweaty
think
now.
you're projecting that.
Maybe.
I don't feel weird.
I don't feel weird.
It's a little warm in here.
Yeah.
I feel like it's a little warm. Do you think the air is on?
Somebody
think-
should fix that AC.
I think somebody put way too much foam on the air vents.
I agree with you. I agree with you.
But hey, it was a choice. It was a strong choice.
The people know that the studio is built by these 6 hands, right?
I really do feel like
Yeah.
I should go check and see if the air's on because it's gonna get warm in here.
Well, we have to stop anyway at the 30-minute mark, right?
No, I'll run up there
Yeah.
and do it then.
You're what?
Feels like we should be at 30 minutes by now.
Oh,
Are we at 30
wait,
minutes by
we're
now?
still on Instagram Live, right?
Are we?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we should. Actually, you know what?
Do you think
We should
Instagram...
turn off Instagram Live.
I feel like
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Instagram
yeah.
Live... I feel like Instagram is seeing this video. Like the people at Instagram are seeing this video
Yeah.
and they're like, we got to strip this guy of an account. What is this?
I'll tell you what I did recently.
What?
I stripped a few people of their access to my accounts.
I wish
Wow,
that
you
the
did?
sentence ended with, I'll tell you what I did recently. I stripped.
We all wish that ended.
Well, no, I just,
He said that he had a good live
On
cam
Instagram.
sesh
I know.
this morning.
yeah.
I blocked so many people this last week.
Why?
They were just being rude.
Oh, so what?
It was fun.
Well, what do you mean? Yeah, exactly. So why are you blocking? Of course it's fun. Why are you blocking
No,
them?
he's saying it's fun to block them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
Being rude, disrespectful, block.
Oh, what?
Oh yeah.
You called it a block party, though, didn't you?
Yeah. Yeah. And they're having a blast.
They're having fun at your blocking
Yeah.
them party?
I imagine them in like a little room. Mm-hmm. And then they can't see me, but I can see them.
Oh, wait. So when you block someone, you can still see what they're doing?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's kind of interesting.
Have you ever been blocked, either of you?
Yeah.
By who?
Ex-wife.
Ex-husband, actually.
Ex-wife?
My mom's listening to this and going, "What?"
She's like, huh?
Your ex-husband?
He blocked me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good though, right?
That's a good feeling.
Yeah.
You're like, fuck you.
Did you block him?
No.
So you... Really? So
Watch,
you still see
watch
his
my
stuff?
star rise, motherfucker.
Oh shit. We never talked about this and I want to talk about it right now. Your skydiving thing.
Yeah.
We brought that up the last time you were on the show. You remember?
Yeah.
How was it?
It's great.
We never talked about it in person either.
No, we didn't.
What was it like?
I was not nervous at all.
That's
like
all.
even a little.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was great. I in the video, as he like jumps out the plane, I say fuck really loud, and then my smile was so big and my mouth was open for the full free fall.
Yeah.
That you can see in the video. I like wipe my face because there's just saliva all over my face.
Oh my gosh.
While falling through the air, you were wiping your mouth off?
Yeah.
That's kind of funny.
Because I was just like, ah, and like there's so much wind that it like,
Yeah.
anyway,
Yeah.
there's spit everywhere.
And the guy, and you had the training guys like tandem, right? Like
Yeah.
he's behind you.
Yeah.
So he's just getting a face full of saliva.
I'm sure he's gotten worse.
Oh, I bet they get peed on all the time.
I bet.
I bet they do.
That'd be horrible.
Well, unless you're into that kind of thing.
Yeah. No. Yeah. Like in the middle of the air.
They probably wouldn't feel it till they
Probably
get on
dry
the ground.
really
though.
fast.
That's true. Yeah, maybe it's dry by the time they hit the ground, and then the person is like, "I'm sorry, I peed on you." They're like, "What are you talking about?"
Do you remember
You did?
how long the free fall was?
60 seconds, and then 3 minutes.
That's a long time.
And then a 3-minute parachute.
Yeah.
At one point he hands me the reins and he's like, pull your left arm down. And so I do, and he goes, no, pull your left arm down. And I was like, okay. And then so I do, and I yank it, and then we go, woo!
Yeah.
And that was great. That was my favorite part.
The G forces of that, did that mess with your head a little bit? I almost passed out.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he was doing it way too hard, and I didn't want to be like a bitch and say something, and so I was just like, I'll just deal with it. Yeah.
No, I think it surprised me,
Yeah.
but no, yeah, that was fine.
Okay,
But I think because he had me do it.
oh,
he's not-
that's
you know
right,
what I
that's
mean?
right.
Like,
yeah. Did it feel like
once
flying?
I realized what was happening, I was like, oh, I can do this. It's like you get car sick if you're the passenger in a car, but not the driver.
Yeah. Did you feel like you were flying at some point? Because like you're so high up.
Yeah. He said, don't look at the ground, look at the horizon,
Yeah.
which was such great advice. Because if you look at the ground, you will get dizzy. If you look at the horizon, you can orient yourself, and so you don't want to puke.
Makes sense.
Because those guys definitely get puked on.
Yeah. That's not fun.
No.
Have you ever gone skydiving?
Who, me?
Yeah.
No, I won't.
I like how you said who me. I was looking directly. At
Well,
you.
Michael's behind me. No, Michael's behind me. I don't know.
Yeah.
No,
No.
No.
Is that something you would want to do?
no. I'm not ever gonna do it.
Brett and I got in a fight about it.
I'm not ever gonna do it. That's
Why-
like the
why'd
dumbest thing you can ever do.
Skydiving.
Yeah,
Is the
stupid.
dumbest thing?
Close to. There's a lot of dumb things you can do, but
Right.
skydiving's definitely on the list.
Really?
Yeah, it's so stupid.
What's it like living in fear all the time?
I don't know. You tell me, Mr. Block Party.
I don't do it out of fear.
What do you do it out of?
They're being rude.
So?
Why?
So?
What do you mean so? I'm blocking them.
what? Whatever. Me living in fear. No, it's not necessarily the fear. It's just like, what's the point? Who cares? What's the point?
It's an
you're-
amazing experience.
Whatever.
Do you, how would you put
I
it into
doubt it.
words?
How would I put it into words?
Yeah, skydiving. Like, how did you feel afterwards in the whole process of it? Was it like a cathartic experience because you had just finished your divorce?
I hadn't. I just did it anyway.
Okay.
I said, fuck it, I'm doing it. Yeah, I mean, it was...
Maybe I'll never see the end of this thing.
So
Splat.
disrespectful. Oh my god. So disrespectful.
This fucking divorce is taking too long. I'm going skydiving. Splat.
pancake.
How many people do you think go skydiving? Who? Oh, never mind. That's really dark. I don't want to go there.
Who die?
No, who like don't pull the chute on purpose.
Oh, Brett.
I bet it happens all the time.
I wouldn't be. Yeah, I bet it does happen.
Mm-hmm.
Gosh.
I bet it happens all the time.
Thanks, man.
I just read something that the suicide rates in special ops groups are at an all-time high.
Yeah. It's not pleasant.
No, and that the people, and that we're already in this dark turn. That the guys who
Let's embrace it.
It's
Let's
a-
just
it's
keep
a
going
rainy
down this hole.
Saturday.
yeah, there's actually a problem with the people who operate the drones that do the strikes.
Mm-hmm.
Like afterwards, they actually feel like this PTSD, like of the
There's a
casualties
movie-
they've caused with just literally their almost like a video simulator.
There's a
but it's
movie
real.
starring Aaron Paul and like Helen Mirren and like a bunch of legit big actors that Michael's gonna have to look this up. There's a movie.
First off, there's 22 skydiving deaths since 2010.
22 skydiving
That's
deaths.
it?
Total?
But is that in the United States or worldwide?
I think it's United
In the
States.
United
That's
22 since 2010?
There's still 22 people that thought they were going to have the thrill of a lifetime.
Dude,
and
those guys.
never
That's
came back
ridiculous.
from it.
You're ridiculous right now. That's
8 and 1 million jumps.
Right. Yeah. That's
That's
still
nothing.
nothing.
right, unless you're one of those people.
You have a
and then
better
it's everything.
Dude, you have a better chance of getting in a car wreck and dying.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Right.
What did you want me to look up, Brett?
Oh, there's a movie starring Aaron Paul and Helen Mirren. It's about
ridiculous.
people that fly drones. But I think last time I checked, it's like hovering at like
Eye in the Sky.
Eye in the Sky. And what is it on Rotten Tomatoes? Because it was really high last time I checked. It was like
88 oh, sorry, no, that was Google users.
88% though, even with Google users, pretty high.
95%?
95% on Rotten Tomatoes. No one's ever heard of that movie. But I keep seeing trailers for it, and it looks really good. I've never heard of it. It's starring a bunch of big actors. It's
What year did it come
95% on Rotten Tomatoes.
3 years ago.
Came out 3 years ago. No one's ever heard of it. But I think it's because it's about like drone strikes and stuff, and that so like Hollywood isn't so into that. You know,
Years ago.
That was kind of like Lions for Lambs. I like that movie.
Lions for Lambs.
With
Oh, Robert Redford.
Yeah, not a lot of people saw it, and
No,
but
no,
it was
you're
really
talking
good. You know
Sorry.
what? Before we get into it, I just want our listeners to know that we all really care for each other. We're all friends, even when we argue and say things that.
That's the
somewhat
nature of our friendship.
Yeah.
Is to say things to try to make the other person laugh.
Inflammatory things.
Yeah,
it'd
exactly.
be fun.
So I just want people to know that we don't actually not like each other or anything like that.
Well, except for today.
Yeah, in the beginning. So
Why do you feel the need to make that disclaimer? You don't feel like
because
people know that?
I'm about to disagree with you.
You can disagree with me all you want. It doesn't mean we're not friends.
I know, but I have to
Are you
say
gonna
that
block
statement.
him?
Yeah, don't block me.
I might.
I don't want to join the block party.
There's a lot of cool people in there, apparently.
What? Right now.
She's putting up gifs behind you.
That's hilarious.
You know Dikembe Mutombo?
Dikembe Mutombo.
Oh, yeah. Who did we... Somebody came on the show and talked about that, remember?
Wagging his finger back.
Yeah. Somebody came on the show and talked about Mutombo.
All right, disagree with me already. Let's go.
This skydiving thing,
What about it?
are you legitimately, like, scared of free falling?
No.
Okay.
No,
you
it's
just
not
you
the-
just think the activity
not
is
the
stupid.
fall.
No,
it's
it's
the
not.
splat.
It's not even. No. I'm not afraid of skydiving at all.
Right.
It's not a fear of skydiving or fear of death or anything. It's just like the dumbest thing. It's just so like the risk reward is just so dumb. It just doesn't make any sense to me.
Right. Do you think maybe there's a chance that you haven't done it and you don't understand the reward fully?
Yeah, I'm not gonna do it because I don't like. Can you imagine? Okay, one of your friends goes skydiving, let's say, or you went skydiving, right?
Yeah.
If you're, and I'm sorry, Mrs. Quiche and Mr. Quiche, who are gonna be listening, because this is gonna get dark.
Tread lightly.
But if you did not come back from that
lightly.
event,
Okay.
okay, and like, okay, I'm sorry.
Look at this.
I'm sorry because I'm getting uncomfortable over what I'm about to say.
All right.
Like they'd say like, Wesam, like, man, tragedy.
Right.
Chute didn't open.
Right.
There's nothing left of him. He was completely vaporized when he hit the desert floor. But come to his funeral, I'd be like, no. They'd be like, why not? I'd be like, because he's a moron. And
Okay.
he shouldn't have jumped out of the plane.
Do you understand
Uh-huh.
the way you're looking at this?
Yeah.
You're already assuming the very unlikely chance that my chute doesn't open. You're
Yeah.
automatically going to a very unlikely scenario.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
That's kind of ridiculous.
There are also redundancies, too.
Michael, you pipe down over there.
Wait, what do you mean redundancies?
Like
Like a second chute.
The second shoot.
Oh yeah. So exactly, like Michael's saying, there's a very small percentage. It's like what you're saying is like, dude, I
Would
would go
you-
into the ocean.
Would you
I'll get killed by sharks.
would you
Am I crazy here?
No, that's exactly what
would you
he's saying.
swim with a shark
Yes.
out of the cage?
Oh
No.
Why not?
Because there is an extremely high probability that a shark will do shark shit.
Wait, we're gonna need a percentage.
maybe
on
not
that.
because they've been doing touristy. They've been doing that with tourists for a long time
what
now.
kind of
so-
shark? Let's get specific.
Well, I
Well,
don't
it doesn't
know.
make a difference.
Great white versus nursing
It does
shark?
make a difference. Yeah, it
It
does.
does
Yeah,
Oh,
sure.
Tiger
fuck me
sharks.
then.
Yeah, some sharks are more dangerous than others.
Tiger sharks. I
Fuck you
think.
very much, Katie Leclerc.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Leave.
Pay attention. My God.
Don't leave. Don't leave.
Tiger sharks and bull sharks are the most aggressive. Actually, great whites aren't that aggressive.
Okay.
See, doesn't
But,
matter
okay,
what kind of
yeah.
shark.
All right. So
Let's just make it. Let's the medium of sharks.
the meat. It does matter what kind of shark. A nursing shark versus a bull shark?
Yeah, well, a tiger shark and a bull shark are the most aggressive, not a great white.
I just
Okay,
feel like
fine.
here's what I feel. I feel like there's so many things you can do in life that will get you an adrenaline rush.
Okay.
that I don't know, that you don't. I just envision, okay, like, so Michael said 22 people, right? And
Yeah.
you both were like, oh, that's nothing.
Right.
Well, yeah, but go talk to those 22 people's families. And I think they would just say,
course.
no, I think their families would go, yeah, that was, like, we'd rather have them here than them just getting a thrill. Like, that's just dumb.
It's not
just
like we're
stupid.
base jumping.
Base jumping seems
Well,
more
I
dangerous.
mean-
to
That's
me.
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's not like we're like jumping out off of a cliff with no contingencies. Like what are you talking about?
Look, I don't care what you guys do. You asked me if I would do it. I said no. And then you had a problem with that.
To be honest, I don't even know the exact question I asked you earlier.
I'm just saying that, like,
Okay.
there are certain things in life where you can gain this, like, adrenaline rush from that sort of makes sense to me in my mind.
Okay.
And then there are certain things that don't make sense to me in my mind. And that is one of those that just doesn't really make much sense to me. That's all.
That's the
That's all
answer
I'm
I was-
saying.
That's a logical answer I'm willing to
Well, that's
accept.
all I'm saying.
Yeah, but you didn't say that before.
I know, but that is my point. Like, if you died in it,
Yeah. Stop
If
with these
you-
scenarios where I'm dying.
okay,
You're
fine.
too obsessed
if
with
Katie,
this.
Katie
if
dies.
Katie
Yep, there
would
you
have hit the ground in the Greater Palm Springs area or wherever the hell you were,
Right.
I mean, I would have to. I would. I mean, I almost would just kind of laugh. Honestly, I'd just be like, "Oh my god! Well, there you go." Like, it's because it's like you're jumping out of a perfectly good airplane. What are you doing? It's so stupid.
I'm really happy that my death will bring you joy.
There's a Vice article on how to fall 15,000 feet, hit the ground, and survive.
Okay. Nobody read that.
Didn't Leonardo DiCaprio's chute not open?
Yeah, he almost died. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a lot of people that died doing it. I mean, you hear all these stories about a
22.
guy. There's he was an instructor. He's done like 100,000 jumps, and that one time it didn't open. Yeah, that sounds scary as shit. I don't want to do that.
I'll tell you one thing that I will not do on maybe, and I probably won't be alive for this to happen, but the squirrel suits, where they're actually flying.
Yeah, no, that's crazy.
That to me is way too extreme for me. I don't need that kind of adrenaline rush. Do you know what I'm talking about? Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Can you pull up one of those videos, please, Michael?
They go through like holes.
Yeah, and they're like maybe 10 feet off the ground, and they're going
they put up
200 miles per hour. Or
There's a
something
great
ridiculous.
there's a great Real Sports story on that on HBO. There's a great show called Real Sports, and they did a big thing on those guys and girls that do that. And they put like balloons. They'll like put a balloon on like a 20-foot long string from the ground and then try to hit the balloon. And you're like, they're going, 100 over 100 miles an hour. And this one guy, like in the thing, he clips his foot on the rock and just goes tumbling, and it's just like instant, gone. See ya. What's the point?
Do you think there's an... Yeah, these are the suits. Freaking... Yeah. Thanks, brother.
I mean, I gotta admit, it looks cool as hell. Like watching the footage of it, but
How
you
pissed?
could never convince me to do this.
How pissed would you be at Wesam and I if we were like, we're gonna go squirrel jumping?
As I said before, you guys are willing. You guys can. There he goes.
This is the biggest boat.
Yeah, look
Are
at
you
that.
kidding me? Look at that!
It looks cool. I mean, visually that looks cool for me to watch, but
Yeah. So, do you think... Thanks, Michael. Yeah. Do you think that there's some kind of imbalance in the people who go that extreme with it? I mean, obviously they know that this is an extreme thing, and they're doing it for that
they do
adrenaline
that
rush.
bullshit thing that I hate. They do that stupid ass thing that dumb people do, which is where they go like, "Yeah, man, but listen, you can live your life behind a desk and like be bored, man, or you can get up there and fly with the birds. And if I go out doing what I love, man, then hey, that's how it goes, you know? And then it's like, yeah, that's all well and good for you to say that here sitting on the ground, buddy. But when you go tumbling after clipping your foot on a rock at 150 miles an hour, I doubt you're thinking that. I doubt you're thinking, thank God I'm not an accountant, as you die and meet your instant death at 23 years old. It's not what you're thinking.
Here's what I think. I think that humans have a natural want and urge to push the boundaries of everything.
Yeah.
And it makes sense to me that people are like, how far can I take this? But you shouldn't.
Yeah. You got to know when. You got to know when to stop. Speaking of knowing when to stop, we're going to take a quick break. And when we're back, we're going to be talking about something else. And remember, the Brett Davern Show is Monday through Friday, right? At 7 a.m. Pacific time. That's
10 a.m. Eastern.
10 a.m. Eastern here on Idobi Radio. Make sure you follow them on all the social. We'll be right back. We're back.
Talking about stool donuts.
Stool donuts. Guys, I want to say something, and I'm being very sincere here. I want to thank you both for all the hard work you've put into the studio. Seriously, like hours and hours and hours and hours of time. And it feels so good. We're almost there, right?
We're almost there.
Almost there. Some framing on the windows.
Yep.
Mr. Payton, can we pan over to the wonderful videos? Is that going to be too much?
No. Well, I don't know now.
It might be too
I
much.
have my tripod locked in place.
Yeah.
There we go.
Peyton needs a radio name.
Well,
It's Peyton.
I like Peyton and Michael.
Just Peyton and Michael?
Or if we're gonna have code names, it's the Griffin, and because your last name's Gruffuck, Gruffuck.
Yeah, Gruffuck. We'll go with that.
Gruffuck. No, it's not Gruffuck. What is it?
Jesus.
Gruffuck. Yeah. And Michael, we'll call him.
Michael's just Michael. Michael's entrenched, though.
No,
you know?
the Spanish bear.
The Spanish.
Or the Harry Pinto being that,
Oh yeah.
Can everybody hear Michael when he's talking?
I
'Cause his
can hear.
microphone's
I can
not
hear
on.
you hitting my chair,
I'm jumpy
sir.
today. I've only had coffee.
No, the mic doesn't work.
It doesn't work? Yes, it does. This microphone works.
It's not working.
Yeah, baby, you're on. All right.
Anyway, no, I just wanted. Anyway, I don't know how we got off on
What
that.
are we doing?
I wanted to say thank you guys seriously for all the hard work you've put into the studio. Lots of sacrifice, lots of time put in.
Thanks, man.
Thanks, Wesam.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, very, very excited of the things to come for you guys' show and our show.
Thank you for
My
the
show.
the gift.
Yes,
What? Oh, I'm not supposed to bring that up?
the gift was drugs,
Oh.
guys. I got them drugs.
Yep. They're great.
They were great. What's going on, guys?
What do you mean with what?
Your lives. I mean, your family's doing
My
good?
life is this effing studio.
Yeah.
Building this effing studio. This has taken over my life.
That's what I mean, man.
Honestly, this has taken over my life.
Yeah.
It's nice because I do think it is turning out nice.
Right.
So that feels good, you know? But man, it's for someone who really is only, you know, can just sort of like fix some things around the house and, you know, sort of.
You have to stop saying that. You have to give yourself more credit.
This was a challenge.
Yeah.
This was a real challenge. But it's coming out. It's coming out good. But as far as like what's new in life, nothing's new because I don't have time to do anything except come here and build this thing and sand wood and cut wood and bang.
You
swing
feel
a
like the
hammer around.
you think the payoff is here and it's already coming? Or
I have to be honest. I'm starting to hate this room. The longer it goes, and so I'm fighting against. No, I mean, if you want to just be real and like talk for real, like it's been an interesting thing because when we first started building it, there's all the excitement about like something new, you know, and the whole staff at Idobi and everybody's all excited to move into the new building and break ground on the new studio and all that. And there's that like it's the same feeling you have if you go away with friends for the weekend, like on the first night that you get there, you know, and like everyone's pumped and jazzed to be there, and then by night number 3 of the trip, everyone's kind of like, all right, I'm ready to go back and do my own thing now. And we are past night 3 with this studio. And so I'm fighting it's starting to like I spend more time in this room
Yeah.
than I do outside of it, or at least it feels that way. And so now when I walk back in this room, all I see are the things that still have to be done, and it just feels heavy. And I'm starting I need to.
One more week, though, you said. One more week.
Yeah,
it's
like
all
one
done.
more week, but it's like, yes, you're right. One more week, but it's after that. Am I gonna like it again?
Yeah.
You know, I hope so.
You are, because it's a lot of
hope
work
so.
you put into it. And
I
you've
hope
made
so.
everybody else's shows, you know, we've all contributed to this, and it's going to make everybody's show better. And
But does that make sense? What I'm saying? Like, do you ever like work on something so long or try something for so long that then you're like, you know what? I don't even like this anymore.
no,
I'm burnt out on it.
I have burnt out feeling, but I end up liking it. I get past it.
I think I will too. I will. I obviously I will too. I mean, I like what we do every morning on our show, and I like what you do on your show and the other shows that we have. And so I'll come back to it, but right now it just feels like there's more work to do.
Katie, you feel like that? You feel a little burnt out?
This is my last day.
I could tell. Yeah. It's a lot of work.
It is a lot of work.
I mean, you guys built this table from scratch, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, some other people actually put it together, and then we cut it out and stained it, and
Right,
yeah,
and there
everything
are
else.
holes. I'm so glad
The
we have
holes and
plugins
everything
on the
else.
top. Thank God we have those.
Why are you so? What is your deal with the plugins?
I don't get them, man.
What are you talking about? You don't get them. You plug in
just
your
plug-
phone. You charge
it
your
was
phone.
fantastic.
Really?
Look,
My
see how
phone had
Michael
3%.
Michael has the iPad plugged in over here. He would
Yeah.
he'd be without an iPad.
Yeah.
Like if Peyton, who I'm gonna come up with a nickname for him, but if Peyton. If his camera starts to die, he can quickly whip out a charger and plug it in, and there you go. Like, what is not to understand about this?
Because you made a big deal about it.
What I mean? What are you talking about? Look, Katie just plugged in her phone. See how
All right,
nice
guys.
is that?
No, you know what?
That's so nice.
I'll concede. You guys,
Yeah.
you guys are right. It is.
What?
It's good.
It's nice.
You don't have to.
I'm just saying that. So
I know. I know you are.
No, I concede.
I
man.
want it to look nice.
No, it doesn't.
I think it's a really nice feature.
Doesn't it look
it's
nice
a, it's
without
a
cords
detail,
going everywhere?
It's a detailed feature that will eventually be like there will be at some point you will be like.
And by the way, for someone
glad
who
that's there.
for someone who every day he came in to help out on the project, which he's still doing, and we do appreciate that, Wesam. For someone who came in every day
right.
to help out with this thing, and every single time you came in, what would he say, Katie? Every single time he would say, so now, like, when this is all done, it's gonna be like all organized and stuff, right? Like the cord, there won't be any like cords everywhere or something. And it's like those outlets go towards that goal of making it look nice in here,
Right.
slick.
but all you do is make fun of them.
Yeah. Because you were so attached to them, and I like.
You know what?
poking
I'm
at
gonna
things.
I'm gonna block you.
I
Just
dare
in life,
you.
I'm blocking you. That's it.
dare
You're
you.
blocked.
In the middle of the show.
Katie, thanks for coming on my show.
Because you
Michael,
were,
let's turn off
You
that
were
mic.
rude to me, and so I block you.
I love teasing you.
No, I wouldn't do that. I'm not a pussy like that. Why are you blocking people? What's going on?
What do you mean that's a pussy thing to do?
Yeah, what's wrong with you? Why don't you just fire back at them and have some fun with it? Who cares?
I did fire back, and then
All
I
right,
blocked
good.
them. And
Why?
and I take away the only thing that they have.
No, that's like taking your
Their
ball
voice.
and going home.
No, it's not. What are you talking
You didn't
about?
take their voice away, by the way. They can still talk shit about you all they want.
Oh, not to me.
Well, no.
Yeah. Bye.
Why? Why not just, who cares? Just ignore it.
Nah.
I'm being serious. I'm asking you a question. Give
Yeah.
me an answer. Why block them? Other than they're being rude to me.
Yeah. Exactly.
That's it?
Oh, 100%.
Oh my God.
Bye.
That's the problem with this world right now. Just who?
Dude.
What? Talk it out with them.
Okay.
No, I tried doing that, and then they kept going. So it's like, all right, bye.
Yeah, but you could say, all right, bye by just ignoring them, couldn't
I have
you?
an itchy trigger finger when it comes to blocking people.
It's interesting.
How many people are on your block
I
list?
have no clue. It's a lot.
Can you find out?
Yeah,
I don't
just
have
going
one.
through the list.
I don't have one.
I have a question for you then. If somebody was talking smack about your family,
Yeah.
would you block them?
No. I don't block anybody.
Really?
Yeah, who cares? I just ignore it. What does it matter to me?
All right.
don't
I guess
care.
your ignoring is kind of parallels to me ignoring them.
Yeah.
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 So then I just don't have to see it on my feed
Right.
because I make time for the people who actually care about the show and care about me.
Yeah.
Does it make sense?
I like the people who don't like me too.
Now, there's a difference between somebody saying, "Hey, I'm not a fan of your show." I'm not going to block them, right?
Right.
But then they're if like, like, "Fuck you and your family. I hope you guys die. You're a disgrace." Oh, well, bye.
Yeah, I just would scroll past it. I don't care.
Yeah. Well, for me, I don't.
Or
wanna keep
I
seeing
want
that
to
person.
fire back with something. Like,
Yeah, but then they find that fun, and I don't want to make it fun.
Yeah, but
for
so
them.
I
does
think I
Brett.
find it
That's-
fun too. That's what I'm
exactly.
saying. Like it's just all fun
so
and
he's
games.
kind of
Like who cares?
a troll too.
I don't think Brett is a troll.
Not first, but I'll troll back. It's fine by me. Like yesterday, I started trolling everyone in the Midwest because it's really cold out there.
That was fun. No, that's not
See, that was
trolling
funny.
to me. That's funny because
I
obviously
don't know what you're talking about.
I said so. I tweeted yesterday because so while we were recording this, and I'm sure it still is. By this airs on Thursday, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm sure it's still really cold. The Midwest and the upper Midwest is experiencing this real bad cold streak, right? Like in Chicago, it's like negative 47 degrees or something.
47 with the wind chill.
47 with the wind chill. It's crazy out there. So yesterday it was, I think in my car it said it was 58 degrees. so I tweeted like, oh man, I went outside to do some yard work and had to go back in and find a hoodie. It's like in the 50s here. It's freezing. Like I was just trolling people in the Midwest, and I got all these people that write to me being like, F you, it's like so cold here, I can't even go outside. Like, you know, all this, like people were just really mad at me. But then I like doubled down on it and was like, well, I hear you, but like, no, it's like, you don't understand. I had
But
to put
see-
on a hoodie.
You're obviously joking. You're not trying to
Yeah.
make somebody feel bad by doing that, right?
No.
Exactly. That's the difference.
Right.
Do you ever what do? Do you block people or do you just ignore them?
I don't block people.
You don't block people. Yeah,
Just ignore it.
just ignore it.
I think also though you probably say more inflammatory things. Maybe. I feel like you might instigate a little bit.
No way do I
Really?
instigate. 100%
Why would they?
I don't
Well, then
instigate.
why are they being so mean to you? Like what-
Because
like,
they're bad people. I don't
Okay,
know.
but oh no, seriously. Okay, but now I need to know. What did you say that elicited that response?
Some guy said to me, "Why?" Oh, I'll give you the perfect example.
Okay.
He goes, "Hey, why did you do E-Cupid?" It was a movie.
E-Cupid?
I was an extra in, and it was a gay romance film that one of my roommate's friends were doing, and they're like, "Hey, we need extras. Can you be an extra in a party scene?" And it was when I first moved to LA, and I was like, "Yeah, of course, sure."
I want to be famous enough for somebody to recognize me in the background of a movie as a background actor, and then get mad at me because I was a background actor.
Well, you gotta be prime time for that.
That's what I'm saying.
Now hold on.
That's a big
So-
deal.
Wait.
Yeah.
I got a question.
Yeah.
So this person,
Yeah.
whoever it is,
Yeah.
they hit you up out of nowhere though?
Out of nowhere.
So it wasn't like they were replying to a tweet
No.
that you made.
No. And then I go, were you? They were like, were you in it? I was like, yes. Why do you care? And they're like, it offends my beliefs. And I was like, okay. Best case.
Well, wait. Why'd you say why do you care right away if they just said why are you in this movie?
They said, why were you in this movie? Just why? ...
Oh. So
Yeah,
they were
yeah.
like really pushing.
Yeah.
Pushing the.
So, and my
what
thing,
are-
I know it can
what
be
word am I looking
misinterpreted by the way it's said, but it's like, well, why do you care?
Right.
You know what I mean? That's how I meant. I meant it like, well, why do you care? What movie I was in? I don't even know you. Not even a hi, hello. Just, why were you in this movie? And then he said, because it offends my beliefs. And I go, okay. Best case scenario, what was like the best reaction you could have gotten from me from this? Or what were you expecting to get out of this conversation?
Yeah.
And then he says, you are a disgrace.
Wait, he said it offends his beliefs.
Right.
Then what did you say back to that? Or did he say it's a disgrace right in
He
the
said,
same?
No, he said it's a disgrace. Why were you in this movie? Just why? Wesam goes, why do you care? He goes, F you.
No, he goes, it offends my beliefs. And I go, okay, what's the best case scenario you wanted out of this conversation?
Oh.
What were you expecting out of this best case scenario?
Right.
And then he goes, you are a disgrace to all Wesams. So I was trying to be nice up in that point. I was trying to be nice.
But you don't actually feel
And
that.
I was in a bad mood. Now here's the thing. I was in kind of a bad mood that day. And it's very rare, but whenever I'm in a bad mood, I'm in a bad mood for whatever reason. So when he said that to me, I'm like, oh, when I'm trying to be nice to somebody and then they're rude and I try to be nice again and they're even ruder, oh, I get even meaner. So I told him, oh, stop sending naked pictures of yourself to me. And by the way,
this is what I'm talking about.
Welcome to my block party. And then I screenshotted the conversation, left his name on there
Yeah.
for all the world to see.
You see,
And then, hold on, I felt better.
you did?
Yes.
because you
But you're just
because
as
you
bad then.
ran away and hid. That's what I don't understand.
Ran away
this.
and hid.
What are you talking about?
No.
But you're trolling the troll.
Yeah, you trolled him back, and then you blocked him. So
Guys,
you were like,
I'm not perfect.
"Here's a little bit of I know, but here, let's
I was
talk
in
it
a
out."
bad mood.
All right, so let's talk it out, though.
But
This
I
is
don't
this
regret
is
what
the
I
juice,
did.
baby. This is the
Yeah.
good stuff. Let's talk it out. So you trolled the troll a little, and then you took your ball and went home. Like you were like, boom, I've done my
Yeah.
thing. I'm gonna play ball with you for a second. Here, let's throw this thing back and forth a few times. Now I'm gonna throw it at you and run in the house as fast as I can, and leave you standing out in the
that's
street
so
holding the
interesting.
ball.
You see it from that perspective, but it's not like I'm running away. It's like, oh, you don't get to talk to me anymore. Bye.
Right. Yeah, but don't you
Those
think
are the
that's
same
a,
thing.
Yeah, don't you think exactly? I think we're saying the exact same thing. But don't you
Kind of, but you're making it sound like I'm I'm running away in cowardice by blocking this person who initially came at me. Do you see the problem there that I'm having with it?
I think we would have to pull up this conversation, by the way, because I'm just interested in how it. It sounds like you. I don't know. Whatever. I'm just gonna stop talking. I don't really know. Like we're not getting anywhere.
No, we're arguing about it, which I don't mind.
Okay.
Here's
Well,
the thing.
I don't want to
You
sound like.
don't-
Look, no.
No,
hold
we
on.
just came from. We
I
just
don't want
come.
to sound like
hold
I'm
on, hold on.
taking this person's point of view because I think this person is probably a piece of shit. So I don't want to take their. I don't want to sound like I'm backing this person, and
Yeah.
so I'm starting to feel like I'm maybe sounding like that, and so I'm like that's why I'm like aborting right now because I'm like I don't want to. This
Okay.
person probably sucks,
Okay.
but so maybe it's not the best example of like. Or situation to like go forward and talking about because I don't want to sound like I'm because this person clearly is like a closed-minded like waste of oxygen and I don't want to like be on that person's side.
But also, here's another part of me. The incident already happened. Do you know what I mean? He's already it's already happened. Now, do I go home and think about him still? No. In all honesty, I wish him the best of luck with life and
Sure.
stuff because logically, when I'm obviously not in the bad mood anymore. I go, oh, that's kind of sad. Somebody just types that, has the energy and time and thinks that's worth his time to say something like that to a total stranger.
Do you actually though?
So I just feel kind of sorry for that person after I read it. I'm not perfect. I wake up on the wrong side of the bed sometimes, and this guy just happened to poke at me whenever I was in a bad mood.
So you actually feel it
Feel what?
when he said like you're a disgrace to all Wesams. You actually feel that.
Let me be specific on what I felt. That line didn't hurt me. It just annoyed me so much. Hey, guy, I'm trying to be polite with you. I'm trying to have a conversation. Cool. You want to go there? All right. Fuck you. Now here we go. Now you want to play? Let's play. That's what I felt.
What is that the line that got you the most?
Yeah,
Of
not
what he
because it
said?
was like a disgrace. It was because he was being rude.
Mm-hmm.
He was constantly being rude. I was trying to give him ample time to not be like that.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
All right.
Yeah.
How long of a period of time did this happen over?
I don't know.
Like 3 hours
A day.
a day?
Yeah.
What are the
I think I woke up with the message of you're a disgrace to all Wesams after I was trying to be nice, and so that's what yeah.
What are the other who else have you blocked? Like why?
Oh, some guy just goes fuck you. I'm like, all right, bye. Like, okay, cool, all right,
Yeah.
yeah.
All
But
right.
for the very seldom people who are that mean, I get a lot of nice messages.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Sure.
And so I don't want to make it seem like I'm constantly.
I'm
being
just wondering why you're
barraged
getting.
by
I
that.
don't really ever get these. I'm trying to figure out why you're getting them in the first place.
Why does anybody get a troll message?
No, I don't know. Because I don't really get many of them, and I'm trying to figure out.
You don't get any?
Not really. No, to
That's
be honest.
surprising with your personality.
I get more on the. I get more negative comments on the YouTube comments
You do.
section. But
What? Are you for real?
yeah. But I find it's just kind of like I have a soft spot in my heart for dumb people. And they're always dumb people. And so I always just feel like, oh, it's not their fault. They're just dumb.
You
And so
specifically
it's-
get. Oh, sorry.
And so I just don't. That's why I don't like block them or anything because I just go like, they're just a dumb person. That's fine.
You specifically get those comments on videos when the guest is a younger person, and so it's young people defending their young peer.
Well, I think that the people who make the comments a lot of times, the trollish comments or whatever we're calling these, they don't take the time to actually watch or listen to the whole video. They just pick out a part that they don't like and then want to write like, I didn't like that. And it's like, yeah, but if you would have kept listening for about 30 seconds, then I think you'd find it interesting. And so that's why I don't really take it that seriously, because I'm like, oh, that's just a dumb person who didn't listen. So,
to each his own. I think for 99% of the time, it really doesn't.
Are you a
affect me.
commenter? Do you comment on other people's stuff?
Do I? Rarely.
Yeah.
Rarely. I rarely even like posts.
Right. Me too. I'm the same way.
Even though if I like a post, do you like posts?
You guys are voyeurs.
I just
Yeah, I do.
Okay, cool.
I always mean to. You mean like on Instagram and stuff?
Well, yeah.
I always mean to. I mean to press the heart or double tap or whatever it is. But most of the time I just scroll and I don't. And then, but when I'm thinking about it, I'm like, oh, that's a friend of mine. Like, that's a cool picture of them snowboarding or whatever. I'll double tap that.
Yeah.
I like their posts, and sometimes I'll leave captions. But I'm talking about people you don't know, like celebrities or whatever. Like, do you comment or whatever? I don't ever comment. Except one time I commented on Justin Bieber's Instagram. I called him illiterate in his comment section.
I did this thing while I was on Awkward, which I thought was really funny. I would go find random hashtags like dinner time with the family or something like dinner time or food, and then I'd find random accounts and then I'd comment like, oh man, why did you guys invite me? Oh, okay, we'll hang out next time. Like I knew them. And like I just do like stuff like that.
That's funny.
Like really stupid.
I think it's funny.
Yeah. It's not never being mean.
Have
just
you ever
like,
watched other people? It's my favorite thing, especially at airports, to watch other people use social media.
Yeah.
It's fascinating.
at airports, you're watching them on their phone use social media?
Yeah, like they're in the row ahead of you, or like you're standing in line somewhere and somebody's just like scrolling through Instagram.
Yeah.
The behavior of people who are just doing it automatically and not thinking about what they're doing, not realizing somebody's watching them, is fascinating.
Interesting.
Watching their thumbs.
Totally. Yeah. But it's like, like sorority girls or whatever, they just they don't even see the picture. They just automatically see the name and they like the comment.
Well, because
not looking at the picture.
It's important for them, of what I understand, is they have to like that photo that their friend posted, so their friend will like their photo that they posted. So it's like a tit for tat thing. Like, I want them to like my thing, so I have to like their thing. And there's this whole weird culture around it and communication around it, which is just, to me, is just, I just want to have fun with the whole thing. That's why I'm saying, like, I don't block. I don't care, because, look, don't take offense to this. Take this in the spirit of which it's intended. But I feel like,
I'm going to take offense, but go ahead.
I don't want you to, though, because this this is just me being honest, my own feeling on this. Like, when I did and I understand it's more benign, but when I did the like weather thing yesterday, right? Or whatever, 100%. Or sometimes on YouTube, someone will leave a rude comment and I'll try to like fire back at them in the reply, right? I always think about it before I do it, and I think, okay, this person's gonna come back at me with something even worse because there's some person who, and I was just envision them like living in their mom's basement or some loser out there who just whatever. Yeah. And they're going to get mean or racist or sexist, or they're just going to be ugh, right? But I always make the decision before I do it, like, I'm just not going to care when they come back with that, because I'm so secure in myself. I know who I am. I'm a confident person. I don't care whatever they're going to say back, so I'm just going to go for it. And then I just do it. And I'm not saying that you're not because I know you're a very confident person, but it's like, I just make that decision. Like, there's pretty much nothing that anyone could say to me online that would really rock my world. I don't think. Unless it's like a specific like death threat. Dude. Unless it's like I'm coming to your house. Okay. Like one of those, like, I mean, that would be really scary.
That's awesome that you have that kind of disconnection and disassociation, and you can compartmentalize with those kind of people. That's awesome. I'm just saying 99% of the time, I'm like that. But for every now and then,
Right. Well, that's fine. Yeah.
Daddy gets angry.
Oh God. See, right now I'm commenting below
Katie
this video
hated
going, who does this guy think he is saying daddy? What a disgusting, gross person.
It doesn't have to be a gross thing.
Okay. All right.
Peyton, how are we on time, sir?
Got 6 minutes.
6 minutes. Let's
6
take a
minutes
quick,
left
Let's take a
in the
quick,
show?
Oh,
Peyton,
yeah.
we're barely getting started, baby.
I know, man.
Oh my God.
Did you just call him baby?
Yeah.
That's me, Baby Peyton. That's my DJ.
There it is.
Baby
There it is.
Peyton. And thus a name was born.
Or baby pay.
Baby boy Pepe. Bay Pepe.
The Pepe.
Bay Pepe.
I'm not going to call you that.
Is it Peyton P-E-Y-T?
Yeah.
All right. Baypay. Baypay.
Oh, my gosh.
B-A-E.
We'll be right back.
P-E-Y.
Katie?
Can I say something? Wait, can I
No,
say
I'm
something
talking to
about the last?
Katie.
Wait, I gotta say something about the last segment.
No.
Because I feel like I've made this switch in my life, which
Okay.
is that I'm, like I said a few things like, oh, like the guy's a piece of shit or waste of oxygen or whatever.
Yeah.
I feel like the old Brett, even of a few months ago, would have gone like, well, I'm sure it's a good person, but like, you know, and like had to like qualify that a bunch. I don't care anymore. It's just whatever. That person, like, well, I don't care. I don't care. And
Okay.
I know it might sound mean or whatever.
Yeah.
But if that person is that mean
In their lives.
already
Yeah.
and has already been, then what do I gotta be nice back for? I don't care.
I make one mistake, replying back to somebody who deserved it.
We end our show with me saying every day be kind and take care of each other.
Yeah.
And I really do mean that. But if that person's already acting that way and you can tell that there's no, like, I don't need to be kind to that person. I need to be kind to people in general. I'll open the door for someone or help someone through a situation or whatever.
Right.
And to take care of each other means, you know, like, see the car accident happening before it happens and slow down and avoid it and
Right.
or try to let that person in order to avoid having something that's taking care of people in society. But if someone's that way, I don't need to be kind to them.
See, it's so interesting.
Hell with it.
I'm pulled in two directions with this right now. I think I made the right choice at that moment. And now, am I going to do that again in the future? I probably think I'd probably think a little longer about it before if I were to do that. And I'd probably not, because it's very rare for me to do that.
But isn't all that life is making a decision in the moment and being comfortable with that decision in the moment and then just going forward from it and living life?
That is so vague.
Isn't that all it is?
That is the.
But I mean, you made a decision
yeah.
in the moment.
Yeah.
You feel good with it still. Good.
Yeah,
There you go.
I got some knowledge out of it.
Moving on.
Some wisdom.
You know what I mean? It's like, that's all life is, right? Just making decisions in the moment. You make 1,000 of them every day. That's all it is.
Like the caulking.
Like the caulking around the windows.
Yeah.
Do it and move on. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. Measure twice.
Measure
cut
twice,
once.
cut once.
Right.
What were we talking about?
Right. Katie. Other than the Brett Davern Show,
That's
what else
my
is
whole
going-
life.
this is your whole life as well. You guys have been doing this show now for how many years?
A year and a half.
That is so long.
5 days a week for a year and a half.
How many episodes? You guys have like 500?
322.
Jesus.
It's if you include the original version of the podcast, it's like, for me, it's over 400 something episodes.
Yeah, but your life doesn't count before this show.
Did you
This
ever?
version of it.
I mean, when you started the show, honestly, and I'm talking about pre-Katie, were you expecting it to, at some point, it'll be like where it is right now? And do you have more lofty goals with the Brett Davern Show?
Yeah, I mean, when we first started the old podcast, I definitely, I knew we could go for as long as we wanted to.
Yeah.
Like it's gonna get to 1,000 episodes for sure, no problem. 10,000 if we want. That show can go for as long as it wants.
Yeah.
It's fun to do. I like doing it. I like interacting with the listeners that we have. I like the listeners that we have that are like really, really loyal to it and interact with it and are like strong supporters of it. And I love each and every one of them. And we will never run out of anything to talk about because it's just a daily improvisational game for an hour. Like Katie says something and then it's like, ooh, can we talk about that for an hour? Let's see. And we always do.
Yeah.
And so I'm not ever worried about repeating things or running out of material or anything. And even with Marty in the original version of the podcast, I was never worried about that. So as far as like longevity in the show, absolutely, it's right where I thought it would be. In terms of growth of the show, this is exactly where this is pretty much where I hoped it would be a couple years in, which is starting it on our own with a laptop and just calling in our friends and having conversations, and then joining with an actual network and station now like we have, and taking that next step with it and getting some advertisers and some sponsors and things like that. That was always a goal in the beginning, and we've been able to do that. And now it's just about, we just built this new studio and everything to help Idobi out, of course, and help them grow, but also for us to grow. And then so the next step is just to, now that we're in this new space, to finish it, first of all, and then keep moving that forward. And can we get a daily sponsor? And then can we take it out on the road? And can we be in like theaters and sell tickets and have people show up that way? And can we, go to more film festivals and more music festivals and have a presence at those? And I mean, can we go to South by Southwest and introduce a band on stage like before they come up? Like there's so many ways that we could take this thing.
Yeah.
So I think expanding it is always on my mind.
Right.
Always bigger and better.
Yeah. Yeah. Katie, is that something when you joined, you see yourself like on the road with this show?
Yeah.
Yeah. This would be a fun show to do on the road.
Yeah. Bring up guests. The guest would be like an audience member and play games. And
It's honestly, and I'm not just saying that because you guys are here and I've mentioned it before, it's the best morning show, I think, out there right now.
Thanks, buddy.
It's very engaging. The audience interaction is great. What you guys do together is amazing. It's just fun to listen to, and especially on a your commute to work. It's like one of those perfect things to just chime in with. I think what you guys have honed in on is the fact that it's the type of show where you feel like you're in the room, or it's like your friends are talking with you. You know what I mean?
that's the goal.
Yeah, and I can't wait what the live aspect of that would be.
I think that'd be so fun. That's really something I want to do. The problem is we live in Los Angeles, and we do the show in Los Angeles, and obviously we're sitting in Los Angeles right now, and Los Angeles is a town that it's hard to do things live like that or sell tickets in Los Angeles. Like
Which
we have
seems
to go.
counterintuitive.
It's
like,
very
you think
strange.
It would be very easy, but it's not.
We've got to get out of LA in order to do that kind of thing. And so right now the focus is just finding excuses that take us out of LA to try to start experimenting with these live shows and stuff.
Right.
So finding a festival or going, like if we can go to South by Southwest and cover that for the show, but also slip in doing a live show at a theater in Austin, Texas, or in the outskirts of Austin, Texas, we'll be able to actually sell tickets because people are looking for entertainment in those areas. Whereas in LA, there's so many things to go to on a nightly basis that doing it here in LA is just not really feasible right now. But anyway, so we're going to try to start experimenting with that in 2019.
Are you guys going back to Mammoth? Or
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we're
When
going
is
this actually as you're
The
listening
day of this episode.
as you're listening to this episode, we're driving up to Mammoth today.
Good Lord, if we're not in Mammoth when this episode is airing, something is wrong.
We'll be there. We're going to the Mammoth Film Festival. It's their second year of their festival. They did really well last year. They're doing it again this year, and they've asked us to come up there again, and so we're going to be on every red carpet and getting guests and broadcasting from up there and all kinds of things. So it's going to be fun. But see, that's a case in point. Like, go up there for the festival, but then maybe like during one of the days do a live show, which this year we're not doing that this year, but maybe next year and on down the line. So it's just, I don't know, man. It's just the show and your show that you were originally doing, Actors Anonymous, and now this podcast, and everyone who does something like this, And everybody out there listening who wants to do something like this, and I know it sounds cliche, and I know that if you're listening and you want to do something like this and you hear me say what I'm about to say, your eyes glaze over and you go, oh yeah, easy for him to say. But honestly, if you want to do something like this, all you have to do is plug in a microphone and do it. It's actually not as hard as you think it is. If you listen to our first episode, to our 300th episode, it's so much more polished now than it ever was. It's never going to be good when you just start out. But if you let that be the roadblock, like in your mind, like, oh, it's not going to be very good, I shouldn't do it, what am I going to talk about? Well, then you're just never going to do it. Because I now run into people all the time who go, man, I want to be doing that. I want to. And it's like, well, then go to Best Buy and spend $200 and buy a microphone and do it.
You know what I noticed doing not only Wesam's World, but for my previous one, it's always a nice learning experience. It's not, yes, the physical part of it, like getting a microphone, all that stuff, and just get out there and do it. That part's the easy part. But for me, it's a great learning experience and a growing experience for myself because it's helped me really articulate my beliefs, my point of view on certain subjects. And there's a certain improvisational quality to it with certain guests, and even like a vibe, from like strangers or friends, or maybe that friend is in a weird mood, or like you're in a weird mood, and learning how to like navigate through that. And I found that whenever you're honest with that, instead of trying to fight against it, it always ends up in a good place. But whenever you're not honest about that and you're trying to like fake it, that's where it comes off artificial and it's weird, and then it just grows into this more negative thing. Anyway, I'm just really thankful that I've been able to get better at articulating my worldview on things, and my perspective on a lot of things has changed. Not just acting, but like life in general, I also noticed doing this show that it's really important, especially for actors, to find another artistic outlet other than acting.
Yes.
Because you're, like, as we all know here, you're never guaranteed anything in this business. You might have years of success, and then it might just be a dry spell.
Yeah.
Not that it showcases anything negative on you, but that's just the way the business works sometimes. So it's really important for you to find that artistic outlet for you to express yourself and maybe grow in a certain way professionally that you didn't expect.
Right.
Like when I first moved out to LA, if somebody were to say, hey, do you want to be hosting a radio show? It's like, no, I don't want to be a radio disc jockey. What are you talking about? That's weird. No. But now it's like, no, I really like doing this. Do you know what I mean? So it's really allowing yourself to be that flexible, especially as artists, as a person, is really, really important. And I'm really thankful for this whole process. And it's so weird how we met up with it. Because I invited you to my Actors Anonymous, right?
Yep.
And then we met up and you asked me some stuff about.
Well, I remember.
podcasting.
I've told this story 1,000 times everywhere, but I've just grew up a fan of radio, and I love radio as a medium. I love it. I still listen to tons of talk radio. I listen to sports talk radio. I listen to different podcasts that are talk radio. If you got in my car in high school, it was on the talk radio station, like FM talk with, Howard Stern and Adam Carolla and all these people, the guys out of Washington, D.C. named Don and Mike. And just like, so I've always just been obsessed with it as a medium. I would lay in bed at night, and from 10, what were they? They were on 10 to 1, I think, or 10 to 2, maybe 10 p.m. to 2 a.m. Loveline every single night with Dr. Drew and Adam Carolla. I started listening to that when I was a sophomore in high school and would like fall asleep to listening to teenagers call up and talk about herpes or whatever. But it wasn't the subject matter that kept me. I mean, of course, the subject matter is intriguing. Of course, like talking about sex and relationships and whatever. It's compelling, but it was the listening to how the hosts navigated the show and listening to it as like almost its own art form. And so I really like it and still like it to this day. And so when Wesam came, when we were on Awkward together, I remember standing there. It wasn't during season 1 because I'm not sure when you started doing Actors Anonymous, but it was, at some point we were standing there on the set together, and you said something about like, would you ever want to come do my podcast? And podcasting was becoming more popular, but was still very early on in podcasting. And I had been listening to Carolla's podcast and Mark Maron's podcast and some of the early pioneers, Joe Rogan and whatever. And you said, do you want to come do my podcast? And I remember looking at you and being like, yeah, I definitely do. And also, you have a podcast? And you were like, yeah. And I was like, wait, how do you do that? I want to do that. And I remember you saying, oh, it's really not as hard as you think it is. Like, just rent out a space and get in there and record, and you can figure out how to put it online. And I just remember my mind being like, oh yeah, like I could do that. And it took someone I knew doing it and saying like, no, you can do this. This isn't just for these people who have already been doing it and are entrenched in it. And so then that's why we started doing it.
Well, how did you get involved? I forgot this story.
Brett and I did Party Boat together.
Right.
The movie for Crackle. And Brett's producer was moving. And so he was like, do you want to make phone calls for me? And I was like, sure.
Well, actually, you know what? Honestly, Katie, it's a little bit crazier than that. Can I tell your own story, Katie? Because I was just sitting here, because I was just sitting here thinking about it as you were talking. Because I want to say this because I want to see if you even remember it this way also. So we were doing my original podcast with Marty, and our producer Ben was moving away, and so he was the one responsible for putting it online and all that kind of stuff. And I'm just not good when it comes to stuff like that. I mean, this guy can like write code and things like that, and I don't know anything.
Marty?
Like that. No, Ben. The producer.
Ben. Yeah, sorry.
He's really great with all that stuff.
No offense, Marty. I just like
Please don't skip
Marty?
this.
And so we didn't really know where it was going to go, and Marty was doing, he wanted to be more heavily involved in music, and so I thought it was gonna die. And Katie and I had become friends at this point, and so we were I don't even remember this, Katie, but you and I had a conversation where we talked about starting our own morning show on like YouTube or Instagram Live on video, and shooting it in your house, like converting a corner of your living room into an actual studio with like, 2 chairs, and then bring in guests. And like, we were actually talking about doing a TV show basically on the internet. And so we actually had a conversation where we said we want to do a daily morning radio show, daily morning show, kind of like a Regis and Kelly, or like whatever, or whoever's on it now, Ryan Seacrest and
I like
Kelly.
that it's Regis and Kelly.
It'll always be Regis for me.
Regis and Kathy.
But
Lee.
anyway, we talked about doing that, and then literally like that week, Tom from Idobi Radio was like, "Hey, why don't you move your podcast over to my thing?" And then I went to Katie and said, "Let's just do morning radio rather than morning video, because that's you got to wardrobe and makeup and lights, and it's a lot more cumbersome to do something on video." Do you remember that? It was literally that week. So
yeah,
it was. This sounds so cliche, I know, and sounds so silly, and I would not like myself even if I was listening to myself when I say this, but it was one of those things of just put it out there in the universe, and like we said it out loud, and it came back to us like that very week, the opportunity to do a morning daily show, and then we've been doing it ever since. Do you remember that conversation though? Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right. We've never talked about that before anywhere.
True.
So
That's true. Yeah.
So you guys knew each other from Party Boat. I know that. And
Yep.
you guys were in that. Is it Party Boat 2? Is that just me in my head?
the Party Boat 2 was greenlit for a little
That
bit.
ship sank.
And then
Okay.
that boat went down. Or I guess that boat's still tied up to the dock somewhere, but I don't know if it's setting sail ever.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Mm-hmm. But and so, like, did you ever like radio when you were younger? Is that why you want to do it? Or just was this something to fill, you're like, oh, this might be a great way for me to, like, express myself artistically, or, like, to fill up my time in the mornings?
Yeah. I mean, both of those things.
Yeah.
It was just, I mean, like, I'm not like a radio connoisseur by any means, like, not
Yeah.
like Mr. Davern is.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, like, I would listen to, when I was doing Switched, I would every morning on my drive in listen to Heidi and Frank and go like, this is a fun show. Like, I like their, the way they communicate with each other, and it's funny. Like, it's funny. And I remember Radio Lab, the podcast, I like them a lot. But theirs is a lot, I mean, it's produced, it's pre-recorded, they have music and stuff. Like, what we're all doing is live, and it's a lot more like on the fly, which I find very fun. And so, yeah.
It's been interesting for me to watch Katie evolve over the course of a year and a half on the microphone, that's been another really fun part of doing our show for me, is to watch. If you go back and listen to like the first few episodes with and you listen to Katie, and by the way, not like I'm some, professional or like whatever, but it's interesting to listen to how Katie has like opened up on the show, and also just gotten more comfortable, confident, free, being on a microphone, and especially live, because we all grew up. I'm sure all of us have done theater and whatever, and that's live in front of an audience. But there's a script, and you've rehearsed your thing 1,000 times. Doing like the sort of improvisational, put a microphone in front of your face, there's no real net there, is a different animal completely. And to Katie's credit, she's been really tackling it really well, I'd say, for the last like year now. It took her about a few months to like get used to it, but has been really doing great with it, and has been fun to watch too and hear when I listen back.
Thanks, buddy.
Yeah, it's been great.
How have you noticed Brett change? It's just a downward slope.
He's getting angrier.
Dude, I was literally about to say that.
I mean, that's not wrong.
It's just this room. It's this room right now. I need a few weeks. I'm not on the upslope of this room yet.
I want to have you guys back on whenever the room is completely done to see if there really is a vibe change.
I just come back on. I'm like, hey, Wesam, what's going on? Man, I'm in a great mood. Hey, that guy who was commenting to you, he's not a waste of life. Sounds like a swell fella.
Yeah.
I think that's what's good about our show, though. Like, I think we balance each other.
Yeah.
Because you can get, and you've made me an angry, like, not angry, that's not the right word, but I've been more grounded as a result of doing this show every day. And I feel like maybe...
I'd say Katie on the microphone is more true to Katie in real life, whereas there's definitely Radio Brett and not Radio Brett.
If I paid
I
you
agree with
money,
that.
Could you stop kicking my chair?
I can't.
He's a fidgeter.
Dude, you are a big time fidgeter.
Bro, you're the one that put me on the same
few
side of the
episodes
table
we've
as
done, you would do this constantly, and
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, what's a nice way for me to tell him to stop doing
Just say
that?
stop doing that.
Yeah, I don't know why that's so hard for me to not come off like mean. Like, oh, stop doing that. Like, I have to preface it with like a kind of a
Well,
joke.
you were so mean to that poor guy online. You
Yeah.
can be mean to me too.
No, I actually like.
It's harder face to face.
No, it's not that. Like, you feel sorry for like Brett.
Your face is so red right now.
What has this show been right now?
I think it's fun. I'm having fun.
I'm having a good time.
What else you want to talk about?
No, I just, there's very few people I really enjoy spending company with and their time, and you guys are those people. Like, literally everybody in this room. And yeah, no, I just had a nice little moment there where I'm really thankful for you guys.
Except for me kicking your chair.
Yeah, dude, why do you fidget a lot? Is he like this on the show? He's he walks around during the show. I noticed that.
Yeah, I do the show now standing up.
Yeah.
Are you going to try that?
Only when I'm really angry with somebody and we're having a legitimate debate. I feel like I'm going to do that with Jonte or Isaiah.
Because can people? I don't know if you can
thought
really tell. You can't really tell, Peyton, that we're sitting at standing level. Can you in the microphone? In the camera.
No.
It looks like this is a normal
looks like a
table,
normal
right?
table, yeah.
See, the table is now a standing table, or you could stand at it, I should say. It's there. Katie's standing.
You know what? Let's actually try this.
You want to try it?
Yeah.
All right. I like that we're going to be part of the experiment because.
What just happened to your body, Wesam?
I was trying to get off the chair and it was very difficult.
Put this chair over there.
Okay.
I like the stand. Oh, this feels so much better. I like the standing and talking. It's nice.
I had the urge to stand about 20 minutes ago.
Like if I go to a bar.
Yeah.
When I go to a bar with friends and stuff.
Yeah.
I like even though there'll be bar stools, I kind of push them out of the way and just stand at the bar. I like standing. I like leaning.
Yeah.
I like putting my elbow on the bar.
This feels a little different for my show.
My mom told me to never date a leaner.
Date a
Leaners
leaner?
are bad news.
What does that mean?
Whoa.
Why?
A person who leans rather than a person who stands upright.
That's interesting. Yeah. Very specific. Very specific. I get the logic behind that.
Yeah.
You think there's exceptions to the rule?
Oh, there's exceptions to every rule.
Did you break that rule when choosing your?
When I married the lump.
Yeah. Was he? Was he a leaner? Would you say?
The worst. He wasn't a leaner. He was a sitter.
Jesus.
Your mom's like, there's different stages of dudes. There's a stander, a leaner, a sitter, and a liar downer,
I'm a squatter.
and a squatter. Yeah.
He was definitely a squatter.
I definitely don't know what that means.
I don't know
but-
what it means either.
It
but-
means he was not paying for his
Oh,
rent.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, good. See, good wordplay. It's good.
I don't get people like that who take advantage of other people who are close to them, especially. That's not a good person. Right, Peyton?
Right.
Babe, hey.
Was I targeted?
I don't know. I just saw it. I was like looking right at Peyton.
I've been squatting at Wesam's place.
I think the thing is with those people, though, because everyone knows people like that.
I don't like this
in life.
Let's sit down.
You don't like it? You don't like standing?
Yeah, it
I'm
just doesn't
staying
feel right for
standing.
my show.
I'm gonna keep saying.
This is
Standing.
weird.
People like that, in my opinion, convince themselves that they're not those people. So that's what makes it hard for the person who's being taken advantage of to
Yeah.
deal with.
Yeah.
Because you're like, because I've had people like this in my life, you know.
Oh, shit.
And it's like, how do I convince them that they're a taker
The problem?
advantager of?
Yeah.
Because they don't feel it.
Yeah.
To them, they're like, you know, like you have people who are saying, "Oh, can I come crash at your place for a little while?" And then 3 months later, they're still there, and you're like, "Buddy," you know what I mean? And it's like, how do I get them to see that they're the issue? Because to them, they're just like, "What do you mean? I'm just come on, man. I just need a place to why are you being so uptight?" You know?
That's such a common problem, I feel like, with any type of roommate situation, you know? I feel like a lot of roommates go through that. Even like couples who are roommates. Oh my gosh. You know how hard it's coming down outside right now? Those are some rough winds for Los
Literally
Angeles.
raining sideways.
Yeah.
Hey, baby Pepe, can you hand me that water right there? Thanks, dude.
You
You
know,
beat me to that request by about
You can
4
here. I'm gonna
seconds.
just put it in my coffee cup. We can split this.
Okay.
Can share this.
we're running low on funds here. We only have one water bottle. Sorry, guys.
It's the studio, man.
Wow.
We're way over budget.
Way over budget. What I was going to say was,
Thanks, Brett.
you know, and I hope you don't mind me getting a little personal, Katie, your
Rip it up.
relationship with your ex really dissolved into a negative space to the point where you guys had to like break it up, right? And
Yeah.
yeah.
Yep.
So did you see warning signs in the beginning of that where like they would be doing stuff where you're like, I think he's taking advantage of me, but is he? Or were you trying to ignore that because you're like, nobody would do that to their loved one? Too
That's
personal?
No.
it's-
I'm just trying to answer that.
Yeah.
Were there warning signs? Totally. Do you ignore them? Totally.
Yeah.
Totally. This is like such a bigger issue for me that I could talk about this for the next 45 minutes.
Yeah.
Like I feel like
I'm so sorry to interrupt you, but I don't want this to be
far
like,
be it from anybody to interrupt me. It's
I don't want
okay.
this to define you. Do you know what I mean?
This divorce?
Yeah.
No,
'cause
I'm
I feel like
defining myself now.
okay.
That's how I feel. Is like I allowed this thing to happen to me. This like yes, I was taken advantage of, and yes, I tolerated it. And now I've reached the next stage of my life where I go like, oh no, I don't have to tolerate that. I went to fuck it. I went to a friend's birthday party, or no, I went to a friend's gathering recently, and this friend of mine I love, her sister has a husband who I hate. He has a name that is similar to somebody else's name. It would be like Jared and Jed, right? So
Right.
like it's loud, and they go, Jared's birthday's coming up, but really it's Jed's birthday. And they go, do you want to come? And I go, yeah, sure. And then I find out that it's the other guys, and I was like, oh no, I'm not going. But I already said that I would, and they were like, no, you already said that you would. And everybody in the whole group knows he's a piece of shit. And they were like, you have to go. And I was like, I'm not going.
And they said you have to go?
Because they had to go, because they were obligated to go. And I was like, I'm not obligated, and I'm good, and I'm not going to go. And people, like, in that moment, there were 3 people looking at me like, you said that you would, like, in person. And I was like, no, I don't give a shit. I'm good.
You're saying the new Katie doesn't give a shit.
Yes. And
Excellent.
old Katie would have felt obligated because I had just said that I would go.
Interesting.
I
Evolution.
fucking love that.
Yeah.
Fucking stand your ground. And
It's way
by
better.
the way,
But saying the divorce is the biggest part to do with that, in my opinion.
I don't like the other people who said you had to go. That's not okay with me. We're running. We got to take a quick break, but we'll be right back to talk about this some more. Maybe.
Okay.
And we're back.
Wait, can I say something?
Yeah.
Something that I love so much about your show is that, and also we don't get to do this on our show because we're live and we have a strict 1 hour window,
Right.
which we have been talking about and could extend to having a 2 hour window. But even that 2 hour window, the structure of the show wouldn't allow for this.
There's always a ticking clock on our show.
Yeah, but also our show is like segment based, and we play games, and it's the morning, and we're trying to have fun and all that. So it's less of this like long form conversation.
Right.
What I like about your show, and when I listen to your show, is that so many times the first bit of your show is this like feeling out period between you and whoever it is that's on the show that week, including us. But then you get to the real meat as it keeps developing, and I love it.
Okay.
It's
that's
like a
good.
great documentary. You ever watch a documentary and in the beginning it's like, God, where's this thing going? Like it's kind of dry or like it's a little stilted. Like what's happening? But then it takes a turn somewhere about 20 minutes in, or any great movie. And then you go, oh, yeah. That's how I feel about your show. That's what I like most about Wesam's World.
I agree with
Have
that.
you seen the Firefest documentaries?
Firefest, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, right?
Hey.
Yeah.
that's,
Anyway,
that's magic, baby.
so because your show is like such a real conversation. That's how any real conversation in life goes. You meet up with someone for coffee. There's always a bit of a like, so what's been going on lately? Oh, okay. You like a quick catch up. That's a little small talky, whatever. But then if it's a good friend or a good conversation, then you get into it as it keeps going along. Anyway.
Well, that's good to hear. I appreciate that
Yeah.
feedback, and I'm glad that's positive.
I echo that.
You echo that.
It gets deeper as you go along, and that's what you want.
Yeah, well, speaking of deeper, I like this new Katie. I think this is amazing how through this extremely difficult and turbulent time of yours and taxing on yourself mentally, financially, physically, probably, I'm assuming, that this rise from the ashes Phoenix Katie has come about.
I'll tell you, the God's honest truth is it has a whole lot, it has a whole lot to do with my friendship with BRETT DAVERN.
Wow.
Whoa. Oh, God. I don't want to be responsible for this.
Wow.
I mean it.
Uh-oh.
You don't suffer fools. And it's something that I've learned from you.
That's true. I try not to.
Yeah. Anyway.
There you go.
There's the hardest, I've said this before, the hardest thing I ever did was say to somebody who I don't know, like the hardest thing I ever did was like say no more to my relationship, but it was the best thing I ever did. And the ability to walk away from something that you're supposed to like, you know, like I come from a family who my parents are still together, and yes, there's ups and downs, but there's times in those downs where like if I were my mom, I might not have stayed. You know what I mean? Like there's been a lot of turbulence in their relationship. And so I grew up in a family where she did, and I chose the opposite. And it's made me stronger as a result of it.
Wow. That's so difficult to break that pattern.
I mean, I'm surrounded by people who are like, you got this. Make the choice that you want to make, and we're going to be here regardless. Not just my family, but my friends and everybody.
It's very lucky.
Oh, totally. Totally. Anyway, yeah. I feel like the day that day was a really big turning point for me, where I was like, you get what you ask for, and I'm done with this part of it.
Do you believe that certain trials and tribulations in your life set you up to make you stronger for the next set of trials and tribulations?
I mean, yeah. Look, I think that all you can control is your reaction to something. So if something sucks, then what can you get out of it that isn't sucky? And that's all you can control.
You know how many times so many different people out of so many different time periods have said exactly what you said? For me, what you said is a universal truth. Mm-hmm. And those are gems, and you have to hold on to them when you live this life.
Everything has the potential to suck, or everything has the potential to make you grow.
Like, speaking of things that suck, somebody's hitting my chair still.
I just switched,
An hour and a half into the fucking show.
Listen to me.
Somebody's still
Listen to
fucking
me.
kicking my
Listen
chair.
to
I am
me.
I'm literally
Listen to
about to
me.
have an aneurysm. My
switched-
blood pressure
listen to me.
is rising.
Listen to me. I switched my foot position, and I did graze the leg of your chair. And I apologize because when I did it, I was like, oh, shit, sorry.
Oh, I like you guys a lot, man.
Let's get you some more cameras in here, and then we can sit around the table. And baby Pepe can, like, cut back and forth, and then I can sit all the way over there, and my legs can be doing whatever they want.
Well, actually, that's our next discussion after this show.
Baby boy Pepe.
Daddy might buy baby some new cameras.
Stop it, please. Good Lord. Please stop.
Michael is like, I'm out.
There's a few...
Oh,
go ahead.
Go. Sorry. Not sorry.
Sorry, you go ahead.
No, guys.
If you look outside,
Can we have some more? I love everything we did with the windows, except the amount of paint we have on the boxes for the silicon. Silicon? Silica. I can't wait till we have the on-air sign. What were you going to say, Brett?
I was just thinking that, like earlier we were saying, oh, life is make choices and blah, blah, blah. Also, though, I feel like as I look back on my 46 short years that I've spent on this earth so far, like, there's certain moments...
You're right, he's not 46,
like
he's 52.
48 or something.
He's
I don't remember. You got to carry the one. Anyway, there are, like, certain moments where I chose to make a change in certain behaviors, and I do this thing, maybe it's certainly a trait of mine, where I will just make a rule in my head, and that's it. I'm sticking to it. Like, I say, I'm never going to do this thing again, and then I just don't. And then I look back on it years later and go, like, that was a good choice. I'll give you an example. Katie was talking about going to this party and then saying to her friends, like, oh, I'm not going to go and whatever. I made this change a couple years ago, which was, if I can't go to something, or actually, if I don't want to go to something, I will not make up a lie to get out of it. Like, I won't, you know how, like, if you can't go to a party, you'll say, like, oh, hey, I can't make it to the dinner tonight because my other friend is having a birthday party, right? Which is a complete lie. Or you know, what, or, oh, you know what, I'd really like to come, but we can't get a sitter, right? And you have to give that reason why you can't come, but usually it's a lie or a fib. It's not hurting anyone, but it's just, you do that thing. I made a conscious decision. I'm never going to do that again. Now, if I can't come to something, I just say, I can't make it. I can't make it. And it has changed my life.
But that
completely.
is a lie. I can't make it. You physically can't.
Can't means won't.
You understand what I'm saying. I mean, what would you rather have me say? I don't want to make it? That's a little rude. I don't want to be rude.
No, absolutely.
I'm just saying I'm not going to, I don't feel the need to, and it's taken a lot of pressure off when I say I can't go be somewhere.
Can you say this?
I can't be
somewhere.
somewhere.
I appreciate the invite. I'll let you know if I can make it.
Well, yeah, but then you have to let them know.
If I can make it. If I'm going to make it. Oh, if I'm going to, I think I like that actually better.
No, that's so
because
LA.
then you don't, and then also then you don't follow up with them, and then they're sitting there going, so is he coming or not? And I feel like you got to give a definitive
I
Okay.
feel like you
All
have to
right.
say yes or no, so people can plan for you being there or not.
But I hate when I get the text from someone where they are clearly making up an excuse for my benefit, by the way. So like, thank you. They have my feelings in mind.
Right.
But I just go, you don't have to do that. Just say you can't make it.
What do you guys do for people who don't respond to you on text message?
I block them.
No, you know what I mean? Like, let's say they're a person you know, and they just haven't responded, and you need an answer from them. Do you call them? Do you give them another text message?
Well, it depends on the importance or like the urgency of the text. Like, I mean, what kind of like? Give me an example of the text that we're talking about.
Hey, I was wondering, are we still going to be doing lunch next week at Friday?
Okay, and what day are you texting them that?
Tuesday.
Tuesday, and so it's coming up in like 3 days.
Yeah.
I'll wait till Thursday.
I was
call
gonna
them
say
again.
I would let it go till the late afternoon the day before.
Okay.
I'd let it go, and then I would just a simple like you know, did you get this, or like some way of reaching out, just saying like, hey, and then if they don't respond from
you would send a
that,
thumbs up emoji or a thumbs down emoji.
I do send a thumbs up emoji, thumbs down emoji, question mark, all in one text.
I like that. That is actually very fun and
It's whimsy.
non-aggressive. Yeah, it's. I like that.
Whimsied. Did you say whimsied?
I said it's whimsy.
Oh, whimsy.
Yeah, I like that.
Whimsy.
I'm gonna steal that actually.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like adding the squiggle. To
You
stuff.
love
You're a squiggler.
the squiggle. What is that thing called? It's not a tilde. What is it?
I'm not
It's
sure,
a-
but it adds a form of not. It's the non-smiley face thing, but it also exudes non-aggressive or upset text messaging tone in the text message, right?
Do you find though that people don't know what you mean by it?
No.
Yeah.
I've gotten compliments from it only.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I like that you do it.
I do.
I do. I didn't know if it might be confusing for some people.
No, my agent, he does this thing, and it made me so paranoid, especially when I first joined with him. Hey, WK ... appointment coming soon ...
Oh yeah, the ellipses.
Yeah, like I was like, okay, or like, no, can't make it ... Let's try next week ... I'm like,
I'm an ellipses addict. I'll
okay.
admit it.
You like an ellipsis.
Hi, my name.
I didn't know how to read it.
Hi, my name is Brett Davern, and I'm addicted to ellipses.
Hi, my name's Katie Leclerc, and I'm addicted to exclamation marks.
Also, hi, my name is Brett Davern, and I have to pee, and I'm seriously
I do
going to walk
too.
out of the studio and pee really quick and come back. Wait, I'll go first, and then you go, and we'll keep talking to Wesam individually. How about that?
Yeah.
It's fine. This is a live pee break on the air.
That's natural.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Okay. I'll be right back.
Yeah.
Michael, you don't go anywhere. You stay put, buddy.
I thought you were
I'm
going this
gonna go out around this way. All right. Good.
Yep.
All right.
All right. Well,
Too much coffee. Too much water.
I've already peed 4 times this morning.
Just in your seat, just sitting there.
That's why I won't stand.
Well, the desk is high enough; they won't be able to see it.
Energy is so much better right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just lighter in here. I actually got happier. It's weird. Oh, Katie. I like your blue sweater today.
Hey, thanks.
It's a great color on you.
Thanks, buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that Brett Davern.
I think we're all lucky to have each other.
I think so too. I really mean it. Like the friendships that I've made in the last year and a half, like since Party Boat, because Bo as well, Bo and Brett together.
Bo.
Merchoff.
Don't know.
Merchoff. Bald.
Merchofovich.
Merchofovich. Bosif Merchofovich. No, like doing Party Boat was great because I did it with Brett and Bo, who like I'm going through the most depressed I've ever been in my life, or maybe the second most. And I walk into this set and there are these two like fucking clowns that love each other and are just love. And one of them yells a lot, but it doesn't mean he's not love.
Yeah.
And I just walked into a friendship with you. I walked into this like network of people who I was not connected to before this moment. And I was like, oh, okay. Because here's the thing about divorce. It gets really awkward in your friend group. And then I was just like, okay, well, I'm going to give them time to process. I'm going to hang out with this other group of people.
Why is it awkward for them? Because you share friends?
Yeah, totally.
Oh, that's weird.
It's because it's very definitive. Where like if you're dating somebody in your friend group and then you break up, like there's an uncomfortable period of time. But the divorce is like, oh, whose side do we pick?
See, I understand that, and I know not every divorce is the same, and there's levels to what's happened and circumstances. From what you've described to me as this person, that your ex, the choice is clear. I'm picking Katie Leclerc.
That's right.
No joke.
No joke, they all did too, so it's fine. But they had
Yeah.
to adjust.
They
And
had
so it
to
was great
adjust?
because
Okay.
I got to switch to this other group of friends. We're talking about your friends and how great they are, Brett.
I'm sorry, what was that?
Your friends are great.
Oh, my friends are great.
And I
yeah.
was really happy to like be able to like traverse this like uncomfortable period by switching to a new group of awesome people.
Yeah.
So thanks, guys. For that.
That's really incredible. I'll let you go pee if you need to go pee, and then I'll talk with Brett.
Let's just wait silently until she
be
leaves the
nice.
room. To you? I'm always nice
I'll
to
be
you.
nice.
Why do I have this
I'll be nice.
reputation for not being nice? I'm nice to everybody.
it's not that you're not
Go pee.
He's so angry nowadays, guys. Why are you so angry? You are
Me?
angry. You need a massage.
I'm not angry, I'm grumpy.
You are a little grumpy.
There's a
nowadays.
difference.
Yeah, I know why you're grumpy. I know we can't go into the details too much.
I'm grumpy.
But I feel like what?
Surly.
Yeah,
Surly.
Ooh,
Surly. That's good. I like that.
that's why Michael's a writer.
Surly is good. I'm definitely surly.
Hey, you know what I'm taking with me to Japan since you've been?
What?
You know the automatic two-way translator?
No. Well, I don't know. I don't know what that is.
It's a little device. You set the correct, languages you want, and like English and Japanese. And so I'll go, "Hi, excuse me. Do you know where the closest restroom is?" And then it will translate that in real time, and it'll say from the speakers in Japanese.
It's not an app or anything. It's like an actual
It's
hard
a device.
It's a
that
piece of
big.
hardware.
It's a piece of hardware, and
Wow.
then they can respond
Uh-huh.
in Japanese, and it'll translate in English.
Did you already get it?
I'm looking at which ones to get, and
Wow.
around $100.
Little pocket translator.
Yeah, I think that'll be great.
That's amazing. Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah.
That's really great.
It's-
I went over there. Oh, go ahead.
No, Piss Alley. That's a thing. Marty Shannon recommended. I thought he was
Yeah.
messing with me.
No, yeah, Piss Alley.
Okay.
I was gonna say. So when I went over there, I went to Japan 2 years ago now, maybe,
Yeah.
something like that. And I went with my good buddy Bo and Marty, who I used to do the podcast with, and both good buddies. And we had a hell of a time. It was like a lot of in a good way, a lot of fun. Really, really great time. What was funny is that Marty was the only one of us who paid for to keep his cell phone service on.
Okay.
Like while he was over there, I guess he called his provider and said, "I'm going to be in Japan," and they said, "No worries, we'll keep you going," and blah blah blah. Like you get a better rate or whatever. So anyway, walking around in Japan, he's the only one with a cell phone.
Yeah.
The other two of us didn't have any service at all, and so we decided, we'll just use Google Translate for everything, right?
Right.
And that was a nightmare.
Oh no.
It was just bad because, you go in, sometimes you get good LTE and sometimes you don't,
Yeah.
And we would always find that the moments where we really, really, really needed to communicate in Japanese something to someone, we would be out of an LTE situation or like whatever. And so you getting that device is, that's good. I would recommend that.
I told Brett I'm getting the real-time two-way translator device when I go to Japan. So you
good
say
idea.
something in English, it immediately says it in Japanese, and then they respond in Japanese. It'll immediately translate it into English.
We didn't find though that we didn't find that it was hard to get around over there all that much. A lot of the signage in terms of like trains and things like that is also in English.
Yeah.
Or at least they spell out the Japanese words in English, like Shin Kasa or whatever is like SHIN. So you can find your way around. The biggest moment that we realized that we needed to be able to speak Japanese was to Uber drivers and cab drivers and things like that. And so then that's where we needed it the most.
Gotcha.
But the just sort of getting around day to day was pretty simple.
Yeah.
I
We're
still
really
remember gomenasai, which is like I'm sorry, because we were just saying that everywhere we went. Like I think you're gonna
Gourmet?
stick out like a sore thumb because we did. Like just
Yeah.
all Americans, you just stick out like a sore thumb over there.
Well, yeah.
You could hear an American from like 3 blocks away.
Well, like
Especially
we got Jonte.
myself. Yeah.
Jonte, he's gonna stand out.
Right.
We got me. I mean, I look amazing with this beard. And then like Isaiah. I mean,
Not like John Mayer at all.
Michael.
You look
I
so
don't look like John.
You
I
look
really
a lot
don't.
like John Mayer, actually. You do. Can you put up a picture of John Mayer right behind his head? Because let's do a comparison. I don't necessarily even mean by what you look like.
Yeah.
I just mean, or what we look like over there. I just mean it's an attitude and a sound that, I mean, Americans are just loud.
Yeah.
And so that's why we were saying I'm sorry everywhere.
Specifically,
Because
you and Bosif
yeah,
are loud.
right. I'm
They are
pretty loud.
loud people.
And but we were just talking as if we were in the States, like as you would, like walking around on the streets or walking down the sidewalk, like just talking. And about halfway through the first day of being in Tokyo, we were the three of us are walking down the street, and we're just, I don't know where we're headed. We're just like seeing the sights, and it was about halfway through the first day, and I had this moment where I like kind of grabbed, whoever I was walking next to by the arm, and I was like, wait, guys, listen. And it was like eerily quiet in such a major city. And the three of us stopped talking, and we realized that the three of us talking was the only noise up until we all shut up. And then I was like, oh my God, without the three of us talking, it's really quiet.
Yeah.
And people, but the streets are crowded with people, but they're not really talking. They're more like demure and like introverted and like just kind of like polite.
Yeah.
Really.
Common, decent
Yeah,
people.
exactly.
Yeah.
Like they don't just walk around the streets like, oh man, look at that place over there. Like, and we realized that that's how we were being. And so then for the rest of the trip, it just sort of naturally started happening that we were more quiet when we'd go places, not even really consciously, but it just started to happen. And it's kind of a nice thing when you can be in a really public place and be very, very, very still and calm and quiet. I
can't wait. I can't wait to go.
It actually like changed something in me,
Sound. Yeah.
having that experience. Yeah.
Made you grumpier. No?
Quieter.
More reflective.
That's good.
Yeah. I find that I've gotten a lot more introspective in the last like 5 years, I'd say.
I think that's having kids.
I literally was thinking that.
Yeah. Yeah. Having kids, but I think just age in general too. I think it just does that to you. I turned what, 53, and you just start examining yourself and looking at things.
Say that again?
What?
You turned 53?
Mm-hmm.
You just said earlier you were 46.
I can't remember. You have to carry the one.
Mm.
Where was John Mayer? How come we didn't put? Did you put it behind his head?
Internet's not working, right, Michael?
That's not true.
Michael, blink twice if you're under duress.
Poor
Can you make that?
Oh, where is he? Where's John Mayer?
I don't know.
Oh my God! Yeah. No, you can't look. You have to look towards the camera.
Okay, here we go.
It's this one though.
Yeah, that one for sure.
Which one?
Yeah. Can you see that, baby boy Pepe? Can you see
we
that?
can see that.
Yeah.
Uncanny.
Oh yeah. Wow. Here, this is really it right here.
Oh yeah.
I feel like Wesam has probably taken that photo in his life.
Wesam, is that actually you?
That might be Wesam.
That might be me. Hey, what kind of pants is he wearing?
It's from The Last Jedi.
Oh.
Wow.
Oh, he was in it?
No, he's just making fun of it.
Oh.
All right. Anyway, Japan, you're gonna have a blast, buddy. It's gonna be fun.
I want to thank both of you for coming on today.
Is that it? We're done.
Kurt Mega should be coming in very shortly. Actually, he's texting me right now. I hope the front door's not locked.
It's for sure locked.
It's
It
definitely
is?
locked. Yeah.
Yeah,
Baby
but
boy
there's no one
Pepe can
standing
run
out
out
there.
there and grab him.
Oh, he's going to be here at 11:32. I'll tell him.
Oh, that's in 1 minute.
yeah,
We should wrap it up.
Yeah.
I want to keep talking.
What do you want to talk about, bro?
I don't know.
Oh my goodness.
I just like talking to you, man. You're easy to talk to. That's why this show's so fun to listen to.
I know. Peyton, would you do me a huge favor? Just make sure the front door is unlocked.
For sure.
Thank you so
I
much.
mean, the guy's name is Kurt Mega. He could probably break it down.
You know Kurt.
I do.
Yeah. Did you work with him or you just know him?
I worked one day on set with Kurt Mega.
Yeah.
I've just heard legend of Kurt Mega.
He's got some biceps.
Does he?
Oh, yeah.
His name is Kurt Mega. He better.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. He has a great podcast, and I was on it last year. I don't know if you guys been on it.
No.
Yep.
Nope.
No.
Nope.
You guys should hook up with him.
Yeah, we should.
Yeah, we should.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Both of you, thank you so much for coming on the show. Thanks again for all the hard work you've put into the new studio.
Likewise, man.
And
You too.
I love I love coming on your show in the mornings, and we're still doing it not next Thursday, but the Thursday after, right?
I think actually you were probably on it this morning.
Yeah, you were on it this morning.
Yeah.
Oh, awesome,
Yeah.
great.
Oh yeah, we're doing that regular, baby.
With a guest.
Oh yeah.
With the lady from True Detective.
Now we're just really
Wow.
getting into the weeds here.
Yeah. Brett Davern Show every Monday through Friday at 7 a.m. Pacific time here on Idobi Radio, and then they can watch it and download it on Spotify and
Oh, yeah.
iTunes and
All the
YouTube.
places.
Oh
All the
yeah, you
places.
can go to YouTube and leave me nasty comments. I will reply back.
Well, there's no video actually right now. It's just the
No, you
audios.
could just go look up the old videos and you can say whatever you want.
Yeah,
I'll write back to you.
yeah, but you won't block them.
No blocking.
This guy doesn't block.
No.
She doesn't block.
No.
They accept everything.
It would have
Mostly.
to get crazy for me to block you.
Yeah. Like, your hairline's disgusting.
That's instant block in,
Actually,
in
here's
Brett's land.
here's a challenge. Go write whatever the hell you want and see if it gets you blocked.
That's not a great thing.
Find Brett's breaking point. That's a new segment. That's a new segment on the show.
Hashtag find Brett's break.
Hashtag Brett's breaking point.
Legitimately, we're gonna do this for the Brett Davern
Fine,
Show
I don't
Twitter.
care. I don't care. I got thick skin. It doesn't bother me.
You do.
That could get mean. Anyway, Michael, let's play the outro. Yeah, yes, sir. Thanks. Thank you guys for tuning in. Really appreciate you guys as always. Thank you to Idobi Radio, Nice Guy Digital, Brett Davern Show, Brett and Katie. Thank you to you, the listeners. Thank you to our sponsors for today. Oh, thank you, Peyton. Thank you, Michael.
Baby boy,
Thank you,
Pepe.
Steph. Thank you to the listeners, our new subscribers, our new followers. We really appreciate you guys. Thanks for tuning in to the Instagram Live. And always remember to listen, think, and then talk.
Wait, what?